All right, I think that was pretty much perfect, honestly. So I'm gonna go on ahead and just start this thing, honestly. So I'm actually really looking forward to this because I haven't played PO6 in a little bit. For those who don't know, I actually really like Sonic PO6. It's a really good freaking mod. I need to edit some values around because not the mod, it's not a mod, this is a freaking fan remake of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 for those who do not know. I mean, I've covered this game on my channel a good couple of times. I'm not going to say it again. I was not looking at the freaking game for once. Oh my god. When I get to the beach, I'm actually going to have to edit some values and hold the freak up. How do I have infinite lives already? I mean, I'm not really complaining. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to go back, actually. Defeat some robots. My phone needs to shut the heck up. Alright, so... I mean, I love the way that this game controls. I think I want to, like, turn to, like, Blaze every now and then. You know, let's just play the game proper, like... Let's just play it like how we usually would play it. Now, I don't really know if I know where all the gems are. I didn't know where that one was. But let's see if we know where the gems are, honestly. This is going to be a really weird playthrough. This game can be like 3 hours long. I think that's how long it actually took for me to beat this game when this particular demo for Silver actually came out. I doubt it would take me that long now. I remember back in like one of the demos, I think it was like demo 2 or something, where only like a couple of Sonic stages were available. And like I remember for some reason all of the freaking rainbow gems were just straight up in Wave Ocean. I miss those days. I miss the days where it was just all simple. Man, my voice is freaking hoarse right now though. But it feels nice to actually stream though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I wasn't actually going to stream Marvel Rivals. Like I'm actually suspecting that people are kind of tired of me actually freaking streaming that game. Oh my god, my freaking throat is killing me. It's not killing me, but like it's bothering me because like I'll just go and I just hate it, you know. But it doesn't seem like people really care too much for my Marvel Rivals streams. Actually, for right now, okay, that is weird because usually holding forward in that section is enough. Apparently, you can't hold forward in that section. See, I wish I had like a mod or a code that could actually allow you to keep your freaking score when you just hold. I'm just gonna hold back now. Why does he slow down so much? Like, you know, like you can like every time you die, like it doesn't reset your score. Because I will be honest here, I don't really like the whole, you know, ranking system in this game. I do not care for ranking system in really any game, in anything, honestly. You know, and school, for instance. Like I hate grading systems, right? Like, you know, a lot of the times it's in for games specifically, it judges you based on how the game thinks that you did. Like if I'm playing like Devil May Cry, for instance, right? The game thinks that me doing a specific move was stylish. But then if I do another move that I think is cool, that's stylish, that I personally think is stylish, the game says, nah, that wasn't stylish. That wasn't cool enough. You don't get a good ranking for that. And I don't care for that. I do not like it when people judge me. And I mean, not really judge me. I don't really care about that. But like, I'm talking about like ranking and stuff like that. Is this camera different? Or am I going crazy? I don't remember it being this close when using Mach speed. So, oh, freak. Oh, freak. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, this is the reason why PO6 is has better Mach speed sections, because I can actually control Sonic. That would have been a death sentence in the original game, which I actually did manage to stream last year, I think. I think it was last year. I streamed the original version of the game. And now this is the PO6. I think I actually, during those streams, I was like, I might play Sonic PO6. And for all I know, I probably did. I don't know. I forgot. But at the same time, I probably didn't. Whoa, that was close. Elise, hang in there. Oh no, we gotta go. I don't know, man. Man, oh, my throat can go back to where it used to be. Because this is not good. This is not good indeed. But yeah, for anyone who's like kind of wondering about like my stance on what I think of when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog 06, I think it's not that good of a game. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about that. I just straight up do not think it's that good of a game. Anybody who now tries to gaslight you and tell you that it is, I just think that they're trying to rewrite history for no reason. Okay, what? Oh, I think there's like a wall jump mod that I have with the extended edition. It allows me to wall jump off of any wall, I think. So I was about to say, like, why did he just go and stick onto that wall? Anyway, I don't think it's that good of a game. I still enjoy playing it. Like, I still have like my time, like my times. Like, if I'm curious enough, I'll just feel like I feel like playing 06 right now. You know, it's nothing crazy. Like, oh, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a part of the mod. But I don't think it's that good of a game. You know, obviously it had its problems, and what is up with the speed of this? What is going on? Something about this mod is like making me go slower or something. I don't know. Well, that's another thing about this game, is that I'm gonna have to get all the S ranks in every single stage to actually, I kind of forgot what I had to do that for. I think you do that to get the rainbow gem, because I think you do that and then you have to go find it. And then you get to be supersonic. But I'm not sure if I'll do that. I mean, I don't know, man. S ranking in Sonic games, like I said, I don't really care too much for actually, you know, getting S ranks in any Sonic game ever. So that's that. And Sonic 06 is okay though with this, at least in this version. Like I don't know if it was that good in Sonic 06, like the original game, where I was like, oh, I don't mind like S ranking, honestly. But this one is like okay. The only thing is that if you die, you lose all your points, and some people think that's okay. I don't really care for that. People think, and also like, you know, I don't know, like my thing is that I wouldn't mind if S ranking a stage like involves just getting to the goal as fast as possible. Like, they've done that a couple of times with like the Unleashed, like the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed, and you know, in the time attack mode of Sonic Lost World. And I personally greatly prefer that method. I don't know why Sonic has to have a ranking system based on like how many like enemies you defeated, basically like how many points you have. Like, I really don't care about that, because like I said, it judges you based on a formula where you're basically being judged on how good the game thinks that you did in a level. And I don't really care about how the game judges me or whatever. I kind of judge myself. I like judging myself. I really don't know if like this really makes me go any faster at this point. I think I'm at max speed with this now. Even though a lot of the controls for this section was fixed in this version of Sonic 06, I gotta say, it's no Sonic Adventure 2. Actually, it's not even really Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations had the best snowboarding. I think anybody can say that, though. Yeah. So I think there is another gem around here. Or I might be gaslighting myself. I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably gaslighting myself. Oh yeah, there's that move. Yo, it's Tails. You guys know Tails, right? From the Sonic the Hedgehog series. There's a couple of things that Sonic P06 actually does add, and I think it does add like What the fuck? Where are you guarding yourself? Dang, there's no time. Whoa. I actually was thinking about playing either like this or Sonic Unleashed. I just decided to play this game since I played Sonic Unleashed yesterday. I was actually kind of supposed to stream yesterday, but I just ended up not doing that. Ooh. Ooh. I seriously don't know what these other gems are. I have no recollection, like, at all, honestly. Although I think I might have an idea of where it is now, I think it's in that section in that big area in this level. Okay, what the freak is going on there? Why do I see those lines? Looks like something from like Blender or something. Whatever. God, thank God. Oh, thank God for this wall jump, but also thank God you don't lose all your momentum in midair in this game. Like I said, I could get into all of the freaking minute little differences about this game, but frankly, I don't remember them right now. I'm sick, and I'm just trying to play a game and have a good time and talk about it and all that stuff. So I don't really care about getting into that minutia of what makes Sonic 06 better in this iteration or whatever, but I actually already kind of did that a couple years ago when this remake first came out, or this demo of this remake. So if you want to go watch that on my VijaKam channel, or watch that on the channel that you're watching right now if you're watching the VOD or whatever. I also want to prioritize like streaming more, honestly, because I do actually like streaming. Like it helps me focus, like actually playing games I probably should have beat at this point, or at some point in time or whatever. Where is that thing at? I don't think it's over here. But I'm just thinking about like all the games that I haven't been able to like beat or whatever. And there's a lot of them. So, and the thing about streaming though is that I think it helps me stay a little focused, you know, on like beating certain games. Like, cause every time, you know, cause I have ADHD, of course. Every time I do a stream and I complete a game or whatever, I see it as like a win, right? And if I complete a game and if I do a stream, it's like double a win. So basically, it's like I'm kind of like trying to trick my brain into thinking, hey, you know, you're going to get a massive win, a massive hit of dopamine if you beat Stellar Blade on stream. There it is. And if you beat Stellar Blade on stream, you beating it and talking and all that stuff, you know? It'll be cool. And that's kind of how I'm doing things, you know? I'm just trying to weaponize my ADHD. Which I know I definitely have, but it you know, really, like I've said this before, I think, I don't know, but like, man, it really bothers me when everybody in their freaking grandma thinks that they have ADHD just because they're understimulated sometimes, right? And they might like talk a lot, or they bounce their leg or whatever in class, and they just automatically think, hey, I have ADHD. You know, it's like, you know, you probably are just understimulated. There's such a thing as a person with dopamine levels, like you're not gonna have high dopamine all the time, buddy. With a person with ADHD, our dopamine is just naturally low. So just because you like doing certain things that are in line with ADHD, that doesn't mean that you have ADHD. I had to get diagnosed pretty much like 3 times in order for me to finally say, oh man, I think I might have ADHD. Because I got diagnosed once when I was 9, another time when I was 12, and then another time when I was 23, like early last year or something like that, or 2 years ago, something like that. And yeah, it took me a long time to really do this, but now everyone wants to wants to say that they have ADHD. I don't know. Again, people, I think it's a lot of the tribalism, the human nature in terms of like tribalism, and people just tend to like to be in like certain groups and stuff like that and be validated. And also some people do just straight up like being the talk of the town, the flower, I don't know, the golden flower, I don't freaking know. I just made that up. It's always bothered me. I should like make a video about that. Like you probably don't have ADHD just because you like to bounce your leg in class. Like that, like if everybody, literally everybody does that. I don't know like someone who doesn't do that. As someone who is like hyper aware of things, I noticed a lot of people doing that and they didn't have the same problems that people who have ADHD probably do have. And it's like what Syndrome said in Incredibles. If everybody has ADHD, then nobody has ADHD. I mean, he didn't specifically say those words, but like, you know what I mean? Just because you do certain things that are in line with certain things, it's not. It's like a person probably trying to like self-diagnose themselves with like a heart attack, right? You have a shortness of breath, you have a tingling sensation in your arm. Okay, so now you have a heart attack. Although, to be honest, this is probably not a good example because I mean certain stuff like that maybe, yeah, you probably want to be a little attentive on that. But come on, guys, let's be real. What the freak? Now that is some Sonic 06 stuff right there. What the freak just happened? Oh freak, hold on, I think I left a gem somewhere. Yeah, I think I left a gem. I think it was... Where was it, actually? I forgot. To move to an adjacent rail, jump with the left stick. No way, Sonic. No way. No way, Jose. I never would have guessed this. Oh, wait, why do I keep going? I just naturally go that way, don't I? I've got to be careful. It goes underground because it'll burst forth and try to surprise me. Wow, Sonic. Sonic. Riveting commentary today, Sonic. I swear I saw that. There's like a red gem here, I think. Or is it not here? I don't know. I'll just start the section over because I'm just making a fool of myself right now. I'm also streaming a lot earlier today. I just realized I'm actually streaming a lot earlier than usual today, just because. Well, I don't know actually why. I'm just kind of streaming earlier today. I actually don't really want to stream late at night. Honestly, I don't really see a reason to. I think that's like the stomp animation. I don't know. I don't really like streaming late at night because late at night I like to watch my porn. Or not really. I like to, you know, wind down and do other things at night. Like watch porn. No, but no, really to like draw or something like that. Honestly. Wait. I just realized what was my conundrum. Ah, freak. I think I remembered where the red gem was. I think it is behind that volley of springs. That made sense. That volley of springs, didn't it? No? I don't care. See, the weird thing is you can actually go behind here. It's so stupid. Like, why would you go behind here? And there's supposed to be a red gem, but I don't see it. What the freak? Also, what's going on with these physics? Oh, how did I do that? How did I do that? What's going on, Fernando? Dude, how did I do that? Wish I could flip off of the rails. Like in Sonic Adventure 2. Like at the very end of the rail, if you actually jump at the end, do like a nice little flippity flip. Yeah, you can usually do that. But not in this game. I swear to freak though, that gem is usually here. Am I stupid? Apparently. The game just wants to make a fool out of me. I always hated this era of Sonic where, like, if you get an item capsule, right? And then you go back to go get that item capsule again after you die, the item capsule will be gone. It usually concerns, like, lives and stuff like that. And I think rings, but I don't like that. Like, I died because, you know, stuff like that happened. You know, it's not my fault. Although I think the mod is affecting some values. I mean, honestly, the crazy thing about this mod is I can actually probably, like, jump on that wall and then, like, still keep, like, stay alive or whatever. If I can show it off, I will. I'm holding forward. See, look, what is going on? Let's blast through here. Okay, I'm not gonna actually press anything right here. See, what is going on there? But see, this is what I'm talking about, right? I can just save myself. Now, what's going on with these arrows, dude? What is going on? That looks like something in Blender. Who is editing Sonic's model right now? Who has remote access to my PC? I gotta go say hi to them. Alright. I know this red gem is somewhere. Or am I just gonna have to complete this level without actually getting it? We might have to do that. Because I have no idea where the freak this thing is. Oh well. It's crazy how the YouTube algorithm works. Because I swear, there's like nobody in here. Besides Fernando. Sometimes I get some good amount of viewers, and sometimes I don't. That's what learning is for. Maybe I gotta figure out like when I need to stream is optimal and stuff. What day is it today? Sunday? You think Sunday would be okay for like stuff like this though? Man, that swinging stuff used to give me super anxiety. Because I don't know why, it like for some reason it was like really easy to mess those up in the original other demos of PO6. I don't know why. Wow, what is going on with this right now? It's like super easy to see what's going here. Like it's less fast than I remember. Ooh, that was close. I gotta love like the look of this game though, the model, the everything, and you know, ouch, this game was before Sonic Unleashed, and without Sonic Unleashed, they still managed to make this game look actually fabulous. Like, say what you will about their art style sometimes with like the humans and stuff, but Sonic's model looks really cool. Look at the stuff that's going on. The physics can be kind of crazy, but the physics sometimes can be pretty good. At the same time, this is PO6, so I don't... Oh man, that was stupid. But I'm not a style over substance type person, so don't think that like even if the original game looked like this, I'm saying that Sonic 06 was like a good game or whatever just because of how it looked. God, do not let me ever say that. Okay, I don't know how I did that. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, how did I go through that and then I got freaking wrecked by it earlier? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, literally a billboard came. Sonic has Spidey sense, because how the frick did he say that? You know, when you really think about it, how does getting a gold ring make that thing stop? I mean, I don't know how it stopped just now. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna look at the stream. How the freak does that thing stop? Does this tornado just evaporate? I wasn't paying attention. Does it literally just go away? Oh, it like explodes. Like, what? Why does the tornado explode? Chat, why does the tornado explode? Is it stupid? Flame core. I don't exactly remember where the flame gem, not the flame gem. I don't exactly remember where the gem could be here. Jesus Christ, I feel like I don't know anything. Now, if I remember correctly, I think I can actually go this way to skip a whole bunch of that level, because I do not like that crazy part where it takes too long. It goes to that loop, and then it shows like a little spectacle cutscene, little gameplay bit. I don't care for it. Let's just keep going. Wait. I'm gonna risk myself here. I thought there was a gem here. Actually, I might be really stupid because I think a gem was... I think I know where this next gem is, actually. It's after this. Oh, I like how he actually looks at the volcano. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I noticed that before. Nah, see, there's what? What the? What? Man, do I have dyslexia? I'm not dyslexia. Do I have dementia? There's supposed to be like a hole, like over here or something, that I can jump into. And I can get the red gem. Man, I'm stupid. See, I think the reason why I'm saying that is there was a demo where that actually did happen. What? But they moved it after an update or something. And don't change it. Like, why would you change the placement? Like, all the Sonic levels were... Because I think it was... I think what I'm talking about was when all of the Sonic stages were actually ported. That little like cavity in the wall was actually where that red gem was, but they changed it. Why would they change it? What was the point of changing it with the Shadow and Silver release? Come on, just leave it where it was. I need to study more Spanish. I wish I could understand what you're saying. Actually, como te amigo, como es mi super trova, rápido. Yes, very fast. It's crazy because I'm learning Japanese right now. Some people, I remember one time, one person was like, "You're learning Japanese. Why not Spanish?" And honestly, that's a valid criticism because, I mean, to be honest, who around me, you know, speaks Japanese? Most people around here are either English or they might speak Spanish. But you know what? I thought the Japanese language was beautiful. So I just decided to start learning Japanese. And not to mention, I consume a lot of Japanese media, so I don't care. And I find Japan kind of neat. I'm going to be the weeb here. Fun fact, did you know that Sonic the Hedgehog characters have human feet in TV shows, comic book movies, but not in the games? You know, I did not know that. Actually, no, I did know that. I don't know why I said I didn't. I'm not really too fixated on feet, which is probably the reason why. Like Sonic feet, I'm not really into that. But, you know, I did know that. I do know the fact that the characters in the Sonic series have weird blobs for feet, canonically anyway. I don't mind the Sonic characters having like little paws for feet. I don't really care. I mean, at the same time, but like if they had like little paws, I think that'd be cute. I saw that in a lot of DeviantArt stuff back in the day. I'm talking about the good stuff, not the other stuff. Now, where is that red gem? I don't think it's in this section, so I don't know why I'm looking. Bye 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 bye. I love Flame Core, by the way. This is actually one of my favorite levels in Sonic 06. It's a good reason, like, why I would say, like, oh, I actually really like the level design in Sonic 06 because it's not just about speed, even though you can be quick. It's very Sonic Adventure-esque. Like, if I had to kind of compare it to anything, like, it's very Sonic Adventure. Like, this part kind of reminds me of something like Ice Cap, just a little bit. Out at last. Now, I don't know exactly where this other part is. Actually, let me jump off. Freak you. Nope. Nope. It looks like I just went the wrong way, because I still don't know where the freak this stupid gem is. Where the freak is this gem at? Where the... Uh-oh. Okay, that was close. Actually, I still might die. Oh, wait, those enemies don't respawn. Ah, god dang it. Okay. My phone is already dying? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? No, what the freak? Hold up. Where's that going? Where's this dash panel coming from? How would one get up here? Whatever. I don't freaking know. This guy does not play Sonic 06. I lied to you guys. I don't really mind dying. This is probably like the most... What the freak just happened? I didn't know about that. I'm never gonna find this stupid thing. Whatever. Knuckles is cool. Not as cool as Rouge though. But that's only because Rouge has boobs. So I don't... I'm not ashamed to admit these things. I'm not ashamed to admit these things, chat. I like girls. I like feminine assets. You got a problem with that? Get out of here.
Thank you, Knuckles.
Thank you, Knuckles. Wow. Sonic just thanked Knuckles. That's crazy. That's crazy. God, you know, some people probably would think I'm high. Which is weird because I do not smoke, drink, or do drugs. That's bad. Do not do I'm the type of person that doesn't even like to do, like, I don't even think about doing the, like, edibles that now people are, like, doing it. And you know what? Do what you want to do. But I don't really like anything that kind of, like, inhibits, like, my feelings or personality or dulls, like, my senses. It's actually one of the reasons why I don't really like taking... I'm sounding like a freaking what you call one of those things, like one of those people who just are so uppity about little things like that. But it's like I'm not even the type of person who would say like, oh yeah, what am I trying to say? Like, I'm already freaking forgetting what I'm saying. This is true ADHD. This is actually what I meant when I was talking about ADHD earlier. But no, I don't care about the bitch. Wait, actually, I care about her. Wait, do I? I don't know, man. Wait a minute. See, now I'm freaking forgetting where the frick the gem could be. I'm thinking I know where the gem is in this one. I think I'm gonna get the purple gem. That's crazy. Oh, at least it sped up. As if I started, I didn't go on the dash panel, and usually if you don't go on the dash panel in that section, Sonic will run really, really slow. But that was in the original version of the game. No, Sonic, it stays the same. In fact, it gives you pizza. Of course it does. What the frick are you talking about? Oh yeah, guys, I'm back in my Sonic PO6 madness. I'm doing my little speed run stretch. Nope, that's not where you go. If you want to get the gem, you gotta go through here. Yeah, there it is. Nope, get the freaking thing. I don't even know why I use that. I don't really use the gems like that, honestly. Like I know a lot of people like to do that for like speedrun purposes and stuff like that. But they're not that cool to me. Not even in an original game where you could actually abuse them. And in this game, you can't abuse them. So, arguably speaking, they're probably less fun because you can't abuse them. But I don't care about them in general, so. Wait. I don't even know if I really like the look of the gem shoes. I should have probably changed the settings, too. Because you can actually change the look of the gems to where the respective gems is actually represented by a color on the back of Sonic's shoe. So I actually like that more. Ouch. I really like Sonic's shoes in this game too. I mean, because the soles of his shoes are white. I like his model in general, but the soles of his shoes are a highlight for me. I like little things like that. Nah, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, see, I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that. Uh-oh. Gotta spill. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna say, oh my God. Guys, okay, I know this is not me. For some reason, Sonic is really, really slippery. This is a problem. I could just slow it down. But then I get even more slippery. What the frick just happened? I've been dying so much in this little playthrough. Alright, thank God. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Ouch, you freaking Wawa. Why can't I just jump through that? You know, I don't even know why I say ouchie Wawa. I never said that when I was, like, growing up. But for some reason, like, last year, I just started saying ouchie Wawa. And I really don't know why. I don't know where that came from. Is my brain still developing? I thought I was 25. I don't know. I can't wait to play a Shadow, because when I play a Shadow, I can do this voice all the time for no reason. And also, it probably is going to soothe my voice, because my voice is a little bit deeper, probably because of my sickness. You know what? Let me go back to the menu so I can change my settings. Extras. So, let's see. The camera type is just retail. Homing reticle. I don't care about homing reticle. Adventure. Straight. Yes. Custom. Custom is so much better. That's pretty much it. And then yeah, it looks pretty good. My favorite level is Wave Ocean. So I'll just have it be Wave Ocean. I don't know. And where was I at? Tropical Jungle? I think people are already getting... You know what's actually really making me mad, though? Is that people are apparently now just starting to ask, where is Sonic the Hedgehog PO6 Demo 5? Where is the last release? And it's like, man, if you don't calm your damn spoiled ass down. There's no demo. There's no new demo right now. Shut up. Go play something else. Jesus Christ. I hate when people do stuff like that. It's like they have nothing else to do or play. I mean, the only people that probably can act stuff like that about, like, where the frick is the game at is the people who are waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4, me being one of them. It's like, seriously, 3 years we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, Square Enix has been saying nothing. Nothing! And then they freaking they cancel Missing Link. Like, y'all think this is okay? It's not. Makes me very mad. Also, I love this music for this level. I love the music in this game in general. I like that effect in Sonic 06, like the original, where there's like this like zooming motion blur kind of thing going on, like when you do little things like that. Because I think that was in the original version of the game, but it's not in this for some reason. In that set piece with Elise and Sonic. Yes. Let me just respond to you very, very boringly. Blaze. I mean, not Blaze. Freak. At least you could have been such a great character, but why were you just not a good character? Why were you just not good? Now no one wants anything to do with you. Ah, this music reminds me of something from like Little Big Planet or something. That's probably why I like it so much. What was that? Te das mucho cucho porque hacer destruir motion that Janice. I said all that and I don't even know what that means yet. Hold on. Oh, bless me. I mean, I didn't sneeze, but still.
Silver, we don't have time. Let's get to Elise right away. All right.
Wait, I need to pause. Thank you, Silver, for pausing for me. That really helped out. You really helped my noggin toboggan. Is that Eagle Skull coming? It is. It's gonna lead the way, guys, to these ring monitors. Or these item capsules with rings in them. I like the capsules more than the ring box, than the item boxes. I like the capsules. It screams modern to me. Oh wait, the white gem should be here. Awesome. How many gems do I have actually? I have like 4 out of 8. Better than I thought it was. Okay. I think. Whoa. Hey. Hey now, Rockstar. Hey, let's see if I can get on this dash panel and it can actually get me on the wall. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what the freak? Something's going on with this stupid mod. And I haven't even. I keep complaining about it, but I haven't edited it or anything. So I don't know why I'm complaining. Now, wait. I can show you the way with this eagle. Alright, yeah, so this is basically a part of the extended mod right here. So I could have custom music on if I really wanted to, but I don't feel like doing that. Wall jump, climb on walls, boost. Yes, there is a boost. I completely forgot that there's a boost in this. I forgot how you activate it. I think it's with L2 and R2. Speedometer is enabled, all that stuff. Max speed, whatever. Cheats, always invincible. And get all the gems and all that stuff. I could do that right now if I really wanted to, but I don't. Yeah. I usually like to save that for like Blaze though. Didn't I say I wanted to use Blaze? Oh wait, I'm gonna start flying, ain't I? Oh, weird.
Leave it to me.
Oh well, never mind. I'm not gonna freaking play as Blaze. Only thing about this mod I wish that you could do is I wish you could actually just, what am I trying to say?
I think I could knock that structure down.
I don't know why I thought I could start water sliding. But
Leave it to me.
I forgot what I was going to say, actually. What is up with this? What is up with this, man?
I think I could knock that structure down.
Ouch, chihuahua. I love music. I don't know why I like songs that go whine. I have no idea why. It just scratches my noggin toboggan. There's a I remember there is a mod for Sonic Generations that mods like the 06 levels into it, and one of the things that would happen is when you're playing as Sonic in Kingdom Valley and you go through like a window, Sonic will randomly just say "ow." I thought that was funny, but I was just thinking about that. I'm just like, they probably would have needed to remove that, because like, why would he say "ow"? It is funny though, I will say. Thank God he doesn't do it anymore. Man, the staircase is damaged. I guess I'll have to use my power.
Hey, not bad.
You're gonna have to use your power, Silver. Huh? You're gonna have to use your power. That's what you're gonna have to do. Show the class then. Show us what you about. I dare you, Silver. I dare you, Silver. Show me what you're. What the freak? What the fuck? I can't move, actually. I can't move. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what I just did, but I fixed it. I'm too sick for this, man. Those enemies seem to be protecting the fucking bitches for some reason. I guess I gotta fuck them first. I don't know where that came from. Does Sonic the Hedgehog get bitches? Find out next time. They probably does. I mean, it's customary for any protagonist to get bitches. And Sonic definitely does.
Let's try going up.
I'm not knocking the game. I will say it's for writing and appealing purposes. So if you want to make your character more interesting, you make them get bitches. And to some people, that sounds very satisfactory. To me, I think there is an air of opportunity to challenge that notion, to have a character who doesn't get bitches and who is still awesome. Huh? How about we start writing that? Huh? Maybe someone doesn't need romantic satisfaction and all the other stuff. I don't know, man. I don't freaking know what I'm talking about anymore, honestly, so I don't freaking care. I'll freaking beat some crabs up in the face. These giant enemy crabs are my bitches. I can't wait until I get like a house or an apartment or something, and then I can just start like saying and screaming all I want. Although I still kind of do that anyway, so it's not like I really care. I'm just kind of like peculiar about that. Oh, did y'all see that? Oh, y'all saw. Now this is actually where the rainbow gem is, but we can't get it right now, so we're gonna have to freaking miss me with that crap. Seriously, the thing that I hate most about freaking the fact about Sonic is like, why the freak are the gems? Why do you have to look for them? Why do you gotta look for them in these weird places? I don't freaking care about going to Timbuktu over here and then going to find a stupid little gem in the middle of freaking nowhere, dude. God. And then they keep moving him. Like I said, in every single demo, like it just seems like they kept moving him. Why would you move him? Silver, it's all yours. Buy, die. Yeah, like I don't understand it. I do like this. What the freak? I was gonna say I really like this running animation, and then he just starts doing it in the air. He's doing it again. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. But like I'm locked here for some reason. I don't know why I can't run right. Alright, there is something going on here. I don't know what's going on here. But it's something's not something's not right. What is going on? Well, I don't even know what these fixes are. Just disable everything for right now, because like why? Accept smooth FPS. I like that. That's really nice. See, like my camera, like my controls get stuck, and then that happens. What is happening? What is going on? So that has nothing to do with this then. Okay. Good. That means I can just enable this stuff again. But now I'm just like, what's going on with this thing? So let's see. I don't even know what this is. This is debug. And then I don't know, man. Make Sonic go 2 times as fast so he can skip this section. What? I said 2 times and then I increased that to 4 times, by the way. Why does he keep doing this? Oh! Wait, I think we did it. Guys, nope. No, we didn't do anything. Okay. So 1. Yeah, and then like my controls go all wonky and then he starts doing some weird stuff. What is going on? Wait, what? Infinite water immunity, faster change. What the heck? Turn speed. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on here. I've never had this problem. I mean, I can jump, I guess. And then he just starts flying for no reason. What is happening? Why is Sonic just flying now? What is happening? What have I enabled? What have I done? I can't do anything right now. I wish I could like control him, but I can't. I don't know what's happening. Oh, freak that. I mean, I could do that. Yeah, that's the thing. That's a thing I can do. Alright, maybe we could have it happen again. But this time, I'd be able to go faster. Why is it, like, what is happening? Why? Cool animation, though. But why is he flying? What is happening to my controls? What if I start over this section properly? Okay. Chat, I have no idea what's going on here. Like, I'm not even trying to, like, meme or anything right now. I'm not even trying to, like, do this for, like, a bit or something. I genuinely have no idea what's going on right now. Okay. See, like, I was gonna say, okay, it's looking like it's okay now. But then he started freaking flying at the end of that, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, he's doing it again. Basically, I can't stand on the ground. I don't know what's going on here. But the ground is my enemy. And it shall be. It is definitely my enemy. Ooh. No, please don't. Not like this. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I'm flying. And I'm flying. Hey, maybe I can actually fly right this time, you know? If I can angle myself, maybe I can actually go to the end of the stage. This is like a cool screenshot right now. Look at this. Oh. It's like something from like Final Fantasy. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sonic, why are you flying now? You don't ever fly this early. Oh my god. What is happening? I'm gonna be on here forever if I keep freaking dealing with this. Maybe when I start flying like that, I can just automatically ground pound. I don't know why I was not thinking of that before. What? And for some reason I couldn't ground pound there. I guess it's because I just did that. Here he goes. He's running. Oh, he's running. And then I slid and then he did that. Like, what's going on here? Maybe sliding will yield some results. Nope, it's making something worse. I don't even know what's making. Okay, I'm gonna just quit that level because I don't know what's going on. But for some, and I still got that gem, by the way, so we didn't miss that. But I don't know what's going on with that level. But it's not working. I've never seen that problem before. In fact, I don't know what's going on with this particular mod. Like, is it the mod or is it the game? Maybe I should just like disable mods. And then, yeah, I don't know. I love this level. I don't really care about playing as Silver. Is it Silver level earlier? No, I think that's Shadow's story. I don't care about playing as Shadow or Silver. And to be real, I don't really care about playing as Tails or Knuckles. Although, to be honest, Tails and Knuckles in this version of the game, they do control well. Very much better. I might go the Blaze route, though. I play so much of this game. Like, I think when I get to Silver story, I think I might not ever play as Silver. I might just play as Blaze. That was cool. Now, in this version of Sonic 06, this ball section Well, it was never really all that hard, but it's better in this version. But we're gonna completely negate that by doing this. See, now we don't even have to touch the ball. We can just keep wall jumping like we're Espio or something. Although with these weird slowdowns, you might be thinking, "Oh dang, your GPU is not powerful enough for something for this game. Like, what's wrong with your computer, buddy?" And it is. It's been doing that though ever since I played this game with my last laptop, which had a 3050 Ti in it, which was the equivalent to like a 1660 GPU desktop version. I just don't think this mod, it just has some weird slowdowns and it's not optimized that well sometimes. It's still a great mod. I mean, freaking game, but it is, it's got its problems. Like everything else in life. I want chalky milk. Actually, no, not chalky milk. I want vanilla. But particular milk. I don't know what I was thinking of. There was like this, I want Ensure. I remember I used to love Ensure. Sometimes I drink it now and I'm just like, yeah, this is still good. But it's been a while since I've drunk Ensure again. I used to drink that stuff so much. Did it make me fat? Nope. I don't know what happens if you drink Ensure in excess actually though. I mean, I guess you get as strong and awesome as me. At least the old stuff, because I feel like they maybe have like changed their recipe though, and it doesn't taste as good anymore. Because you might be saying, oh well, maybe it's just because you got older. You know, the stuff that you had when you were a baby, it's not going to be the same thing. It's not going to taste the same when you're older. And you know what, motherfricker? How about you see me outside? Because that's not how it works with me. I don't know. I just know it's not that. Because plenty of things I oh, that's right. That's weird. They do that for some reason with this section. And then for some reason, you know, I remember one of the gems being like up there. I don't know where it is now. And also, Tails' section is a thing. But his section does not have gems. We might get like a easy S rank though with this. I should stress, like, honestly, Knuckles is really not that bad. I just don't really feel like playing as him. I feel like playing as like Sonic and Blaze. I do like the fact that he gains momentum though. It's just really slow. Just like in every other classic Sonic game. I really didn't need to do it. I just really wanted to. Alright, let's roll. Emphasis on roll. And not with the ball. I mean, like, roll with, like, as in spin dash. I'm so funny. I don't know why I like doing stuff like this. You know, one thing that I actually have noticed is that people don't like it, like, when you cheat or you have, like, ultimate power in, like, a game or something. And obviously, I'm still dying and stuff, so it's not like I have complete ultimate awesome power or anything. But I remember like a couple of times, like I had like a couple of mods or whatever, and I was just playing around with the game and just like cheating and stuff. I remember one of my friends was just like watching me, and they were just like, "Oh my god, just play the game normally." And I was just kind of laughing. I was like, "Wow, oh, there's a gem. There's an awesome blue gem too." I remember just laughing though because I was just like, "But it's fun." I like breaking the game. I like being ultimate power. Like, when people think about, like, oh man, Supersonic, like, say for instance, most people would be like, oh man, if Supersonic didn't run on rings, he'd be super overpowered. That would be the general consensus. But like my thing is, my justification is, I earned Supersonic, so I get to have ultimate power. Because in basically every single Sonic game, you have to usually get the Chaos Emeralds, and that's either by doing the tedious task of beating the game, or, you know, trying to get to special stages and stuff like that. And wow, I didn't get an S rank? Wow. That is rare. It's probably because of those rings that I didn't have. But yeah, I'm just over here like, man, like I ultimate power though. Ultimate power. Now, what just happened to Tails? Is Tails on a loop? Because I had to check something really quick. And I'm just over here like, dude, what happened to Tails? Because why is Tails... Okay, I thought he was dying. Can Sonic beat the battleship? This is a video made by person34567, and it's a YouTube video. Please sub and donate to my Patreon. I don't know, guys. It came out of nowhere. I don't know. I just see a couple of videos and stuff like that where I see... Can Sonic jump once in Super Mario 64? And I'm just like, what the freak? What are these videos, man? Like, people are just so bored. Some of them are okay, but like, unfortunately, I know the reason why people do those types of videos, and some people are just doing it out of general like creativity, or just like they're just like really just curious about, hey, can Sonic jump once? Can Sonic beat Sonic Adventure 2 with one jump? Sometimes those are interesting. Other times it's just, I know this is what the algorithm is telling you to do, because those kind of videos are like really popular sometimes. I love the way that Tails flies in this game. It's very satisfying. You know, the bad thing is, we apparently gained a follower during the course of this stream, but for some reason I didn't get a notification. Because I see that we jumped from 87 followers to 88 followers on Twitter. But why don't I have another follower? I mean, why didn't I get the notification? I'm supposed to be blasted. My ears are supposed to be blasted right now by the freaking Sonic Results freaking music when that happens. Why did it not happen? Answer me that. Yeah, like seriously, what was the point of this level? Like, oh, Martin Thomas Brown followed me. Thank you, Martin Thomas Brown. I don't know if you're still watching, but I thank you and appreciate you for the follow. Just wish I knew about this earlier, because what the freak, the stream does not tell me for no reason. That's just probably because of how my widgets are actually kind of set up or whatever. Anyway, that's enough for Sonic. I really like Shadow. I'm gonna go to Silver because I just feel like playing as Blaze. So how do you play as Blaze? You might be asking. Honestly, I forgot. This is cool. I know, like, when people like were complaining about like Blaze's eyeshadow to like Chaos X, like, why does she have this like this eyeshadow? Some people liked it, some people didn't like it. I don't like it because like he was super insistent on it and didn't really care about the people who didn't like who had a problem with it, and I just don't see the reason why. So I don't like it. So yeah, let me See, because honestly, I forgot honestly how you do this. I honestly, yeah, I really forgot how you use this. At all. Oh man. So, because there's like a manual for this. I don't know. I'll just load up the video. P06 extended. D-pad down or hold LT. RB. Okay. So if we just do this. What? What the frick is Blaze doing? If I hold LT basically, and then if I hold the left trigger and I press RB, he leans to the side, and then he leans to the side. What is happening here? That's how you're supposed to change characters. Okay, how about the D-pad down? Okay, that doesn't work. Wow.
This delay isn't helping.
Hey. How about you shut up?
Let's get moving.
Okay, that works. If I use my keyboard, oh, there's supersonic. I wasn't supposed to see that. Oh, hey, Blaze. Blaze and me are just blazing around. Blaze. Oh my God! Get out of my stream chat, ban. I'm like low tier guy with like these freaking stream bans now. I swear, with the freaking bots and stuff. Oh no, this is terrible. Look at this. Why does Blaze should not curl into a ball when she jumps? Just like in Sonic Rush 1, she should twirl in the air. It's a antithesis to Sonic spin dash and moves. This is just wrong. Now you might be wondering, how am I going to get through this level exactly? This is the exact reason why I'm playing as Blaze. This is really going to be just Sonic 06, but with Blaze and Shadow instead of Silver. Silver will never be in a character ever again. I mean, besides Sonic the Hedgehog himself, right? Shite. Okay, we might be able to. We might be able to do something here. Nope, never mind. We're gonna use Silver as the doorman again. Or whatever he is. And then counter attack. Shut up. Oh, hey, look at that. There's Blaze. I mean, that's not Blaze. Freak. Really? Wow, I thought it was like when you... I thought it was when you died or something, Silver. The frick do you think? Why do I even have to use the keys though? I should be able to do this with my controller like usual. What is it? I don't know what is wrong with this mod. Hey, maybe that's what I should have did when we were in what you call that place? When we were in frickin' Kingdom Valley, we probably should have just used the character switcher. Well, this is really anticlimactic because I was just playing as Blaze. The cool thing about Blazes is with the speed multiplier or the speed modifier or whatever with this mod, I could, if I was playing in Sonic stages, I could really just edit her speed so that she is as fast as Sonic. There she is. I don't know why I did that. The Fire Claw, I think that's what it is. Alright, that happened with Sonic. It's gonna happen again. Are you kidding me? The Fire Claw ability, this must be like a beta thing. Because, like, what is this? I always never understood that. Yes, it is. Oh, wait. I remember, like, in the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360 version, you could actually skip Blaze. You could actually skip over there and play the rest of the level as Blaze. It's really cool. I think it's specifically the PlayStation 3 version, because every time I do that glitch, it's usually in that version of Sonic 06. But I can do it manually here, so who cares? Look how she shreds enemies. Like, who would want to play as her, as Silver versus her? See, now there's two Blazes for the price of the price of one. Who wouldn't want this? Okay, go to the tropical jungle now.
This looks so beautiful.
I'm not entirely sure how much longer I'll stream. Usually I like to stream for about like 2 hours, but I'm not sure about this time. Oh wait, I was about to say I can't. What am I playing as Silver for? Hold up. Nasty. I'm gonna enhance her speed too. Frick it. What is AHM after homing movement? Oh, that's probably what that is.
It looks like this lotus will help me jump.
Okay, that looks stupid. And Blaze time?
It looks like this lotus will help me jump based on how long I
Blaze?
charge my.
Yeah, that's definitely not as fast as he usually is. Blazy Blaze. You know, usually after I do everything in a game, I'm usually not that keen on doing everything again. Even this, like, it depends on how good it is. Like Kingdom Hearts 2, one of my best games of all time. I don't mind 100% completing it. Well, not 100% completing. Like, I'll do all of the mushrooms. I'll get all the drive forms and all that, and get to level 99, beat all the bosses, explore all the worlds, all that kind of stuff. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't go through. See, why you gotta play this creepy music though? What the frick is it? What is the point of that? What is this, Sonic CD? Also, how did I get a freaking game over when I have like 90 and something lives? Or did I not? I don't remember. Oh, you know, I gotta delete these cutscenes too. Let's see. In-game cutscenes off. PlayStation. Because I'm playing with the PS4 controller. I don't know why I didn't just change this earlier. Yeah, hold on. Let's look at mods really quickly. Oh, this is some cool music. I forgot where this is from, though. And for some reason, I can't go back. I don't know why, but that just happened. All right, so let's go to Sonic the Hedgehog once again. I do not know why that just happened, but it did. Yeah, what the heck. Alright, frick it. All gems, light shard, everything. I just got everything in the game just because I felt like it. I forgot how I could tell actually if I did that. Ugh. Oh my god, he has a freaking jump ball? His animation looks really cool. We just already got top speed. Infinite gauge? Action gauge is now infinite. Awesome. As it should have been. See, now I actually kind of want to play as Silver. See, if like Silver was introduced as a character that was like seriously overpowered, I'm pretty sure more people would be more fond of him when he first came out in Sonic 06. But, you know, that's just none of my business, I guess. What is Dusty Desert? It's another regular server level.
Just you wait, Iblis trigger.
Yeah, it is. With Amy.
I can use my psychokinesis to
Yeah, you can do that, but, you know, whatever. I like this move. It's cool.
This ball counts down each time you touch it. Be careful carrying.
Okay, Amy. The ball puzzle, okay, this is the weirdest part about this, like, this project. Because the ball puzzle stuff is virtually just the same. Although the physics are just a lot better, I'll say that. I guess, I mean, at the end of the day, this person really is just trying to make a version of Sonic 06 that they can play. Because apparently they couldn't play this version of the game. They couldn't play Sonic 06. They were like, let's make a remake version of it. To this day, I don't know how much I believe that. Dang. Somehow this game seems to simulate the physics of the Hatbox engine pretty well, actually. Because if you notice, all of the environment and the physics, they actually kind of have the same, like, effects. When you when physics happens on objects, they have the same reaction to what they would have as what they would have in the based Sonic 06. That's what I'm trying to say.
Leave this up to me.
All right, let's see if Amy's better like this. Probably. She also has like,
Sonic was here.
when she runs at full speed, she has like her arms out. It looks cool. I really like how the way like her hair looks from the side. Where is the other one? Like her hair, how her hair looks from the side, like when she runs faster. You know, after she's done doing this. Why did they put that into the game? Like, why would they have a dizzy animation? Aside from it looking cute, why would they put that in there? Anyway, I don't know, I just like how the way Amy's hair looks from the side. It looks cute. Again, I apologize if it seems like I'm tired or if I'm like sick or I'm out of it more than usual. Again, I'm just kind of sick and stuff like that. And, you know, what's actually kind of weird about being sick is, like, when you're sick, and then, like, you start to, basically think about all, like, when your sickness starts to wear off, your emotions start to come back. I don't know why, I just feel like when I'm sick, I feel like I'm not as... I feel like I'm not as affected as I am usually by my... my depression and stuff like that, or like my manic highs and lows and stuff like that. And so I don't know, but like when it starts to wear off, you know, I feel that stuff kind of coming back, and it's like, well, that's a nice sign to know that like I'm actually, you know, not gonna be that much sick for much longer. I forgot where I was going with this, honestly. Nah. No, you won't. Because we're not even gonna try to destroy them. Oh boy. Since no one will see this, I'm guessing, because obviously there's nobody really in the stream right now. Probably besides me or whatever. But man, what a year in terms of like the performance of this channel. A lot of it was deliberate, like was actually kind of down by the fact that I didn't have a computer, but man, also some other things in life and not knowing like what to do with the channel and where to go. I recently just kind of said to myself, I probably just need to be a Sonic YouTuber. But as much as I love Sonic the Hedgehog, I also just have other things that I like to talk about, and like that I'm into, especially now. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, dang, you know, if Sonic is what it takes, why was I never like that popular in the first place? You know, it's like sometimes I think to myself, like, man, damn, like, you really just messed up like all the freaking time. I have enough love for myself to understand that, like, really wasn't all my fault. I just always wanted, I was always just thinking to myself, just why? Like, why am I not as popular as other people when I clearly, in my honest opinion, I feel like I feel like I definitely have that distinction, and I have that drive, and I love making videos and stuff like that.
Now you can move on, right?
But it just so happens that,
I'm not careful, I'll fall.
like, it just, I don't get that many views, or I do get a lot of views, don't get me wrong. Like, I have lots of subscribers and all that stuff, but man, it's never consistent. I don't understand. And the worst thing about being a YouTuber is when it makes you doubt yourself. Because a lot of the time when I'm like complaining about this, when I'm like thinking about this stuff, and I'm looking at other people, unfortunately, it gets me thinking, like, dang, do people just not like me that much?
I might be able to make a path leading up if I use my power over there.
Like, I don't know, like, I don't really have that many friends. Or I would say I do have people I like to talk to and stuff like that, but I don't think I would have, I don't think everybody really cares about me all that much. No one that I can say, like, dang, I think this person like really gets you or really cares about you in a really impactful way or whatever. Like in a way that I personally believe that I would want to be treated like, you know? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, like, I don't know. It's like people, you know, they care about you. And then it's just like, yeah, they care about you. You know, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. I don't want to fall into the same trap that took people like Lamar Wilson, bless his heart, and other people. But man, when you question yourself and how people, if they love you or anything like that, it's just it's a really hard thing, you know? Because again, like, I'm just trying to charge my phone. I need my charger. I hope the freaking game audio's right. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I do know. I hate saying that I don't know, but
So I guess the lock will open if I put this ball.
when I have streams like this where like I clearly have, oh Jesus, I clearly have over like 2,000 subscribers, yet no one's here. I'm streaming on my main channel with all these subscribers. No one really comes. And then I do monumental things like build a computer, or I get into a car accident, or I do other things of the sort. And then no one cares, no one really comments, no one really does anything. It makes you question. It really does make you question like your own self-worth. I think it's like the darkest part about it, like just thinking about how like no one really cares about you and stuff. It's a point though, like where you gotta say to yourself, man, I care about myself enough to where I like my streams, I like my videos. I'm fulfilled when I make my videos, if I make the best videos that I can anyway. Because sometimes you gotta ask yourself, like, what would you do if no one was watching you? And even though I say all that, I would still make videos. I think for me, if no one was watching me, my videos would just be more variety focused. I've been trying to like reel myself in and trying to do videos that are less with variety, because that's just not how YouTube likes me. Like, YouTube doesn't like variety anymore. Like, I don't think they... I think there was a time where, like, YouTube kind of didn't mind you did variety stuff. Like, they would still recommend you to your subscribers and other people and stuff like that, but they... I guess they look at the metrics and stuff like that, and they look like, oh, man, like, people who do random stuff or new things, like, they talk about Sonic, and then they talk about, I don't know, Mario. That person is not as awesome. People don't really go to that person as watch that video, go back to watch that person if they start talking about something different. But I don't know. I personally do that with YouTubers. I would have loved if people did that for me, but people don't seem to do that for my videos, so yeah. I guess I also really miss like doing streams because like I can just be straight up dreadfully honest about like how I feel about like YouTube and how I'm doing with my mental health and stuff like that. Hold up, did I just get into this level? Dang. I just shredded this level. Hold up, how long was that? I don't think I was in that level long. Oh, that was like 2 minutes. Yeah, we're just gonna beat the rest of this, and then this is gonna be super simple. But yeah, I do miss like having like little conversations like this. I will never forget the time though. Back in 2018, I remember this is around the time I had kind of just, you know, graduated high school, and I was just kind of like depressed afterwards. I didn't really have that many friends in high school, so it's not like I was like missing friends, but like this was like, that was like the start of the next chapter in my life that I'm still in, that has been changing and all that stuff. But I was thinking to myself, man, like, I was just thinking to myself, like, dang, no one really cares about me, you know, all that stuff like that. It is like a common trope with me and maybe some other men, I guess. And I guess if you're watching this, by the off chance that you are, I don't really see how you are, honestly. As a person who deals with that a lot himself, it becomes a lot more comfortable to deal with that once you realize you should care about yourself more. And that people do care about you, it's just that they care about you in their own way. Like, sure, they're not really gonna be the best at it. I'm not trying to like, not trying to excuse them or whatever. Actually, yeah, I guess I am kind of trying to excuse them, because at the end of the day, people just aren't that aware of like your own feelings and stuff. And I've definitely made my feelings apparent, so it's not like I failed or anything there. So it's just like, you gotta accept at one point that, yeah, people just aren't gonna care about you as much as you would do yourself. If you find someone out there that like cares about you in almost or close to the same way that you do, then that's a blessing. It really is. I think I had to personally realize that, and realize that I do have my best interest at mind most of the time, and I will never stop trying as long as I live, because I believe that I can do it, and I love making videos, and this makes me happy. Little things like that. It's not just like videos and stuff like that, but yeah. So even though there's like no one in this, there's not really too many people at all in this live stream, I just gotta keep trying. Play different games. Stream at different times. Stuff like that. I did stream earlier today, but at the same time, the most successful stream I had recently was the one where I did Looked at the gaming thing. The game awards. Man, but I gotta say, you know what really sucks? When people like support you and stuff like that, but then they don't. I don't know. It's again very unrealistic. People are not perfect and they're not always going to have the best interest at heart, but man, stuff gets to you, man. I think depression and self-worth though is like an exercise. So I say all this stuff, but it's also like another rep where I have to say to myself, no, you matter, you're amazing. Other people just don't meet you in the ways that you would expect them to. And sometimes you might be like me, where it's like this is kind of like the norm in your life, like where people just really don't get you and seem to not really have the best interest in mind for you. And then that gets you thinking like over time, and you just keep saying the same things over and over again. And it's just like, but no, I want to stop now. I want to keep going despite my state of mind. Personally, I don't know. No, I definitely don't gotta do this section right now because I can just float all the way over it. I don't know. Needless to say, I will keep streaming. I will keep learning. Even though there's no one really in the stream right now. I just don't understand, like, sometimes, like, what I gotta do. I think a lot of the time when I try, like, so many different things or whatever, and, like, it just, like, people, I don't know. I use the excuse as, like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the freak the internet even really wants from me. Because most of the time, it just feels like it doesn't know. It just doesn't know sometimes. I try to do something more original, it doesn't like it. I try to do something Sonic related, it likes it for like a second, and then it doesn't like it. Another thing is, maybe I just don't want to make the same content that everybody else is making. Because I do in some spades. But then I try to, like, I do have, like, my different opinions. I do have, like, my different niches and stuff like that. What the fuck? It's weird that I can just, like, hold the boxes and fly at the same time. Like an apparent weakness Silver had in the original game. This is how Silver should have been. Like, seriously. Flying over everything, throwing boxes, peak Silver right here. Cool.
Looks like I need to wipe out.
Oh, hello. I thought it was another enemy gauge or something. Ooh. Oh, you know also what I really like about streaming too? It gives me I think I already said this. I said a version of this earlier back in like Flame Core, I think. But I'm pretty sure earlier I said this gives me an excuse to like actually beat games and stuff like that. But it also gives me a chance to record them too. Because I still have to record Danganronpa, right? And to like for the review and the let's play and all that stuff. Now I'm gonna be able to have the excuse of just having to just doing streams and being able to like, oh, S rank. It should be obvious when you get S ranks because you'll have over 50,000 points. But I gotta do Danganronpa and I have to like actually record footage for that, so it'll give me an excuse to stream as well. Because I'm actually streaming and recording this at the same time right now, which is cool. Of course, when I'll actually upload the VOD, I'll actually upload the recorded version of the stream, which is really just the same thing. It's whatever. Although I wonder if I can stream and record at the same time and actually have the output of both be different. Because I would love to have like the chat and all that stuff on the stream, but during like a video, I wonder if I can actually get rid of the chat and stuff during the actual like video process. That'd be cool. It's a cool level. I don't know if you guys could actually tell by the sound of my voice, but that conversation I just had with myself was really refreshing. It was really nice. Again, I gotta remember that I just like streaming and making videos all on its own. I've been doing this multiple different times with like lesser subscribers and less people watching me. I don't care. I guess a part of me didn't also want to turn into some of those people who like used to have like a whole lot of views and then they get like no views. Yeah, that happens to people. Maybe there'll be like another like kind of platform where they like kind of it's more catered to like maybe people like me who make the kind of videos that I do. Maybe someday that will happen. Who knows? Dang, I don't know how I did that. That's a long invincibility frame time. I'm just gonna defeat these enemies for no reason. Kingdom Valley is really cool as solar. Cool. I do wish that if throwing enemies was actually a little bit more fun than, you know, it is. Now it is. Oh god. I can't wait to play like stuff like Stellar Blade and stuff like that on the stream. Like truly like beat those games and make them like sessions or whatever. I think I'll probably start that like tomorrow. Of course, I think I'll probably not be streaming on like New Year's or something like that, just because of the festivities. But when New Year's starts, I'll probably start like my daily streams of like random games after I come home and stuff like that. You can just imagine it, just like doing whatever I did all day, and I would come home from like the gym, and then I come home and then I just start streaming. Darn it, I should have realized Eggman's scheme. Ironically, I think maybe a problem is the fact that I just keep looking at the view count. I think I should stop looking at the view count. Let me actually see. There we go. I don't see the view count anymore. I still see the chat, but I don't see the view count anymore. It's not relevant. Oh, hello, random robot. That I do think is actually kind of cool. It's not like a generic Eggman robot, unfortunately. But I still think it looks cool. What the freak just happened? What is wrong with this game? Oh, hey, look! It's Sonic! Alright, I don't know why I don't have that, but... Let's clean up this trash. This part is so stupid because it's got, like, a couple of yards for Sonic to go through. Like, I don't know what's the point of having to play as Sonic in this section. Because, like, what is this supposed to advertise? It's supposed to be like, oh, man, look how awesome Sonic is. You should play as Sonic. I messed up, so I'm trying to, like... I'm trying to fix myself. What the freak? Oh man, I don't have the freaking rings. if I'll still have the gems.
I'll take it from here.
Yep. Oh, wait, no. I'm 2 times as fast with Sonic. This is bad. This is really bad. Hold up. I could probably catapult somewhere. Well, this is scripted, so I'm probably not going to do that here. I really like a supersonic mod where, like, you know, they allow you to, like, transform back whenever you want to. So you can, like, just save supersonic and it's like a cool cheat that you can turn on and off, essentially, kind of.
Good job. I'll go on.
Good job. Why do you say it like that? Like, good job. You're a little freaking hedgehog that can, like, run really fast or whatever. Who cares? Okay, why? What? Oh, he does the freaking moonwalking thing again. Well, I thought I was about to die. Nope.
Sonic, leave this up to me. You go after Elise. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. You can go after Elise. All right. Stays.
Great. Yeah.
Like, what was even the point of that? What's up, Lucky? Welcome to Sonic PO6. We've been playing now for about almost 2 hours. Well, we've been playing for almost 2 hours, recording to the recording time, not the stream time. The stream time, we've been streaming for like 2 hours, but we've been playing for about 2. We've been playing for, you know what I mean. When the VOD goes up, the stream and development thing will not be here. That should be a thingy thing.
Ground here's unstable with lava. It's probably because of camp.
Who is him? You know, since only a couple of people seem to be watching this right now, I guess I should probably address something, for no reason at all. Nah, actually I should not address that. What I will say is that I miss my friend, but we're not friends right now. Over some dumb argument that we had like a year and now some 6 months ago. And I still really wish we could talk about it like adults and stuff like that. And I still miss them. I still really do miss them. Because if there's one thing I really don't like is having a friendship end because of that. And I'm still kind of dealing with the grief of that, I guess. Because it just all happened so fast. I mean, sure. I mean, what happened was I just kind of addressed something about them that I was kind of having some difficulties accepting. And then we just had an argument about that. And on my freaking nose. My gosh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I'm so sick. I should drink some water too. Is my controller going dead? If my controller goes dead, I don't really care because I can just use my Pro controller. My God. I still can't wait for that new Steam controller to come out. It's gonna be so awesome because of how freaking great it deals with freaking battery. Like, seriously, why is battery being shorter than like 12 hours or even shorter now for like PlayStation 5? Like 5 hours is like, okay, you gotta keep charging it all the freaking time for no reason. Oh man, that water made me feel good. I don't know why. But yeah, I miss my friend, stuff like that, and I hope that we can talk to each other again. Like one of my best friends too, because of a little argument that we had. Or is it supposed to just be a giant mega lesson where I will never get what I actually want, and that's just for my friend to be back, just because of the fact that we had like a little argument. Like, I've known people who have like arguments with like their friends, and I've actually had arguments with my friends in the past about certain little things, and we've made up, and I've seen other people make up. You know, at least if you really truly care about each other, like if you really truly care about your friendship, you can at least still talk or have the ability to, or something like that. I mean, if you've known someone for so many years, being able to talk to them again about certain things in your life, that should just kind of be a given. But it's just not. You know, and I'm sincerely, I know they probably would never watch this, but like, I sincerely am very, what's the word? I'm very sorry about what I said. I was just stressed out, and I just wanted to say what was on my mind at the time. But then for that person to just cut me off, and a lot of other personal things, has really hurt me. Abandonment issues galore. I hope you got the opportunity to hash out the friendship. Yeah, I hope so too. I really do, because it makes no sense. At least to me, like, I don't understand. Because sometimes, look, that person has been in my life for years, so like, sometimes I think to myself, man, what would person A think of, I don't know, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? Or, I don't know, this amazing Digital Circus episode that I really liked, which was episode 7, which was, oh my god, that was crazy. But, or what would this person think of me finally building my PC? Or finally me realizing certain things about myself? Or what the heck is going on with them, mostly, actually? What's going on with them? What can I help them with? I would want to help them in the best way possible. Why can't I control these orbs anymore? It's kind of lame. I actually kind of liked it in the original Sonic 06, where you could actually control, like you could actually pick up the orbs and have them float with you. I don't know why I said it like that. And I don't know why my British voice is back. I wonder how the boss fights are going to be for the next release. I sincerely think about this stuff. I think for Silver, I'm going to turn off all of like the cheats and stuff. I mean, not Silver. I mean Shadow. Or the speed cheat at the very least. With Shadow, I think Shadow has like probably the easiest stages to S rank because it's very easy to just get a high score with him. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I can get to that. If I can get to, I got to it, but then look at that. I tried to cheat too much. I tried to cheat too much. What the freak was that lighting effect? Why was it just hanging there like that? Okay, I don't think it's doing it anymore. Oh, nice. This part's always been really cool. Although in the original Sonic 06, it's just kind of, this cutscene doesn't even really happen. It just it just kind of awkwardly just like falls to the ground. It's so weird. But yeah, I just really hope that we can hash out stuff with that friendship. The only thing that really makes me doubtful about that is because, well, now we're going into 2026 and it's been a year and a half, and it'll be 2 years by like what, May? Most of my friendships ending are due to moving and my poor long distance communication skills. Sometimes, like, some people, I don't think some friendships are like strong enough to like have that happen. Like, maybe it's not even that, because like a lot of the times, like, friends will reach out to each other and then they will still like respond or whatever. The difference is, like, with other like long lasting friendships is that they'll usually make time, like, for no reason too. Like, oh, out of nowhere, I just call you out the blue random and then we're just having a conversation and I'm at work. Or, hey, we're long distance, but we're still talking. Like, I see what you're saying too, because it's actually happened to me a lot of times, actually, where friendships really just die because of what the freak? Okay. Of communication just ceasing to exist. Okay, what the freak? But yeah, communication just ceasing to exist and all that stuff. Like that stuff does happen, but with like real true relation, what the freak? Because I remember, like, me and this person were friends online primarily. Why does the freaking camera do that? And this person and me, we were like friends online, and I would have moments in the past where I just did not have internet and I couldn't get online to talk to them, but then they would still be online years later and we will still just assume like nothing kind of happened. Oh, you just missed a whole bunch of games, bro. Just a couple of things happened last year, like it was crazy. I think even last year I said that I was not allying myself with the LGBT community. Like, I didn't hate them or anything like that. I was just saying I'm not really a supporter of that stuff. I completely have to negate that statement now. I actually support people who do that because now I understand. Because at that time I was just kind of being naive, and as someone who isn't really on that spectrum, or really not the spectrum, but like, I guess it is a spectrum, you know, but like I'm not really in that kind of space. I didn't really understand it, and I didn't really understand the need to like support it and stuff like that, because some people are just people and they just like to say that they're things just to be kind of like special or whatever, or just to be a part of like certain groups. But as a person who has like a lesbian aunt, as a person who has one of his best friends is a lesbian, and some of the most awesomest people I know are actually gay, and as someone who is, you know, kind of not gonna lie, like I would say I like trans women and stuff like that, because like whatever, I mean they're girls, so I don't know. I don't have a problem with that stuff, actually. And actually I would just say to myself, after doing the research, honestly I do support them. I probably wouldn't be in the streets because of, I don't really be in the streets for anything anyway. Like, I'm not going to be like a protester. Although if someone was wrongfully shot, like, there's a lot of like trans people out there who are just wrongfully, you know, murdered in GTA. I'm just going to say it like that because YouTube doesn't like me talking like that anymore for some reason. I hate this site. And I don't want to get too much into that, but, you know, stuff like that. Like, I understand. People are just wrongfully looked at. I stand for justice, and the justice of this being that people who are seen as different and as practice different things, and sometimes they just can't help themselves because that's how their body likes things. That's what they like. That's what they discover about themselves. They're not accepted, and I don't really mess with that. You know, I don't really care. I'm gonna change these settings now because these are stupid. But yeah, I completely retract that statement that I said last year. I'm not even trying to save face right now. I mean, there's not that many people in the stream anyway, and I haven't made like a formal video about it. Maybe I will. Who knows? But yeah, I'm not with that anymore. Anyway, we got Shadow, the guy. Which, for those who don't know, Shadow is probably one of the most awesomest characters to play as. With this mod. Am I full Chaos Shadow right now? No, I'm not. I mean, forgot what that thing was called, actually. I have the action gauge set to, like, infinite, so... Do I not have the stump? What? What the freak? I don't have the stump? What? I mean, I guess I don't. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really care too much about what people do as long as they're comfortable and accepting of it. I'm not even that type of person that, like, I really care too much about what other people do. Like, and how, like, I only really care if, like, it starts affecting other people negatively. Like, if you just start harming other people. That's the part I don't like. But most of the time, these people aren't really harming anyone. And I'm really cool with a lot of them, so what's the big deal? See, I just got perfect from that. I already have a 30,000 score with Shadow. This is the reason why getting an S rank with Shadow in Shadow's levels is really freaking easy, because with Sonic 06, you have to get a score of 50,000 in order to get an S rank. I already have 30,000 points just from doing what I've been doing. I've barely been playing the level. It hasn't even been like 2 minutes. The time bonus and all that other stuff is going to add up. No way. Dr. Eggman. What am I doing? Wait, guys, what am I doing? I mean, I guess I could go Super Shadow. Well, this isn't Super Shadow, but whatever. I like how Chaos Blast was in the original Sonic 06, but it just sucked. I think it's, what is it again? How do you activate Chaos Shadow again? Let me go to the actual game manual. Yes, guys, there's a game manual for this freaking project. So we're gonna scroll down. You guys are actually not even seeing this right now anyway. Level 3 using 30 buggy Shadow Blast. Your name is your name, and yeah, okay. Sonic PO6 Ultimate. I don't know. Ultimate. Take Off inhibitor rings. Right trigger up on D-pad. Alright, let's try doing that, chat. That didn't work. Do I not have that? Oh, I do. I think, whatever. I mean, I don't even have to do homing attacks or anything. I'm just like awesome. Oh, that's right. I gotta destroy the searchlight now. Is it on? What was I saying? Man, from my perspective, we skipped the warm-up and went right to the deep conversation part of the stream. Isn't Chaos Shadow you need to unlock? Yeah, but I have mods, so I can just unlock them. I guess I would say for New Year's, contact your friend. Say you had time to think about and you would like to talk again. Something to open the door and not forcefully. See, that's the problem, though. You see, because I tried doing that multiple times. Like, what did I try to do? I tried to, I tried doing that. What was it? First of all, like a week after the incident happened, I actually tried to contact them. They didn't really want anything to do with me, and I think like, well, damn. You can just freaking destroy these things with a chaos sphere? Are you serious? I didn't even know that. Jesus Christ. But like, yeah, like a week after that, I tried to contact them. They didn't really want anything to do with me, and then I think a month afterwards, they just didn't respond or something? I forgot. And then I think like months and months later, I think it was like in November of last year, they just straight up did not respond. Like at all. So I don't even know. And the thing is that they said that they didn't really want to contact me anymore. So I'm just like, okay. I guess I have to respect that now. And I have to hope and pray that if they want to talk again, I'm just going to have to wait. Like, I think at this point, it's gotten to the point where it's like, okay, I think they would need to contact me if they would want to talk to me again. I don't think it's actually on me anymore, unfortunately. As much as I like to be the beacon of light, and I like to be the one to keep all the threads all connected and all that other stuff, I don't think it's actually on me anymore, unfortunately. I decided early on that I needed to respect that person's wishes. And I just had to understand that they just didn't want to talk to me, and I just stopped talking. I just stopped reaching out. So, I don't know. Man, you gotta really touch Rouge in order to get her to talk to you. Which says a lot of, this is like a pretty dark commentary on the way of the dating world, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is not robot, right? Where'd it go? Oh no, it's freaking right here. Alright, I'm dumb. I love the radar system in this game. As it should be. Yeah, that does make it tricky, because it's like, yeah, at that point, what am I supposed to do? Like, am I just supposed to just sit here and not say anything? Because I feel like there's just a lot not being said. You know, my whole thing about me is I like communication, and I will never not say something that's not on my mind. So I said all that was on my mind at first, and then I wanted to see. That's the thing that happened, right? Like we had that conversation, we had this argument, and then I said, "Hey, let's talk about this. You know, I think we should just. I think there's a lot of misunderstandings going on. I feel like we should talk to be more like clear about what's going on here, to come to a solid conclusion, or whatever I said along those lines." And they just did not want anything to do with me. They just said, "I'm not really interested in talking to you anymore, or continuing to be your friend," or something like that. And then I just had to kind of accept it.
Okay, let's get going.
And I think that's another thing that really kind of got to me last year. And it's actually, what the freak was that? It had to really make me think about, oh man, I have to really start like accepting certain things and situations. Why did I go this way? Oh, okay, never mind. It doesn't matter, chat. And realizing that, like, hey, you really can't change how people view you and look at yourself, at like things that you do and how they respond. You can only change on how you respond or how you react to them. What the freak was that? What is up with these physics, dude? What is this? What is this, dude? What is going on? What is going on, Shaddy Batty? I don't know why I called him that. I never go this way. I usually get off on that like springers or whatever it is. Oh. But yeah, that's where I think that maybe there was a part of me where, like, okay, yeah, I just need to accept that they just did not want to talk to me and stuff. And maybe there's a point of, maybe there's actually a point of me, maybe there was a point of me bringing that up and actually finally talking about it. It doesn't make what I said right at all, but at the very same time, it makes it so that, like, okay, well, obviously there was a what you call that thing? There was a soft cushion there. I don't know. I just made something up. There was a soft spot there. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. There was a soft spot there, and I pushed it. And I want to know how hard I pushed it. I want to know what I did. But I don't know how hard I did. And that's actually another thing. Like, I pushed something that I did not know I pushed. And now I have to deal with the consequences of that. The bad thing is that we can fix said consequences. We can actually come out as even stronger friends after this, but they just do not want to talk to me anymore, man. I think I've been talking about it for too long at this point. I just miss my friend. If you're watching this by some godly chance, I completely sincerely doubt it. You know, I'm interested in, I want to talk about this. I really do. You know, you're like my best friend. We've known each other for years. I feel like we just kind of got into an argument at a bad time. In my life personally, I don't know about you, but that was a bad time in my life. And I just want to talk about it face to face. I'm still your friend. I still do care about you. And I'm not trying to say that I don't accept you or anything like that. I just want to talk about this. It's probably what I would say. If we ever do become friends again, I would probably definitely send them this stream. the time frame for the URL for the stream.
Yes.
But yeah, Cam's still sick, having his little sickly thoughts. Yeah, and he didn't get an S rank somehow. How the frick does that even happen? I seriously wish. I don't know if I still have the thingy thing though. Like, you know, the thing with the thing of the thing, the thing. What if I just play this entire rest of this thing with like Blaze? That'd be freaking boss. That'd be the bomb.com. You know one game I actually kind of want to play? Actually, Marvel vs. Capcom. Considering I'm a lot more into Marvel now, I wonder what the heck I would feel about playing Marvel, especially stuff like X-Men vs. Street Fighter now. Especially X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I actually have that game. I have the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, so I can definitely play that. Because the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection has all that stuff. It even has Psylocke. I love Psylocke. I just wish I had my Steam Deck so I could play it, so I don't have to like sit at my keyboard and mouse. Because I love this PC, I love it so much, but my God, after this stream, I don't want to sit down anymore. Unless like my friends want to like, I don't know, play something. Oh, I should probably test if I still have that thing. You know, the thing. The thing. It's Marvel, baby. No, baby. No. Yeah, I don't have it. For some reason, when I use the cheat editor or whatever, it doesn't use the cheat. The freak. It doesn't save everything. So I probably don't have all the gems with Sonic either. So I actually have to beat this game legitimately. Unless I get like a save file. Yeah, it's a really cool collection. Just like the Marvel vs. just like the Capcom Fighting Collection, the first one. The one with the Capcom Fighting Collection, I swear though, is pretty much just Darkstalkers. They lie to you and they say, hey, look, this is the Capcom Fighting Collection. No, it's the Darkstalkers collection. They made another one because it's mostly Darkstalkers games. Like, they literally have they have all the Darkstalkers games on there. They have literally every single last one of them. They have Darkstalkers, they got Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge. They got Vampire Savior. They got Vampire Savior 2 and Vampire Hunter 2. And I know it doesn't really count, but they also have the Capcom, the Super Puzzle Fighter 2. That's not really Darkstalkers. It's like a crossover collection thing. It's like Puyo Puyo or something. And my controller died, conveniently, at this time. So guess what that means, gamers? We're gonna have to get my freaking Pro Controller. Sponsored by Nintendo. No, it's not. This is not sponsored by Nintendo at all. Well, this is weird. The Switch controller is just better just because of the fact that, like, oh my God, it has such a better battery life. I saved myself. Seriously, why did that just happen? The extended mod, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I think it makes the game bad. I don't know why. But my God. No, I'm not going to do that twice. I did that earlier with Sonic. I'm not going to do this again. And with Blaze for some reason. Whoa. But yeah, the Switch controller better is definitely is better, but what's not really going for it is I don't really like where the D-pad is on the Switch controller. I hate asymmetric controllers where the D-pad is below the control stick. I do not like that. And I don't like the fact that the triggers are not analog. I don't understand why Nintendo made this awesome controller, and I might have been able to deal with the freaking D-pad thing, but no analog triggers. What is the point? I'm pretty sure the Switch 2 still has no analog triggers. The Switch 2 Pro controller. And I think that thing is even more expensive anyway, so I wouldn't even get it. Ow. And seriously, why do people... I understand why people like it, but I do not like... Because I'm about to say, why do people do this thing where they like the D-pad under the freaking left control stick, and I don't care for that. No. That's where I really want the Steam controller. That Steam controller is gonna be my baby because it's got everything I need. It's got the battery life. It's got the symmetrical design. It's got the gyro, which I mostly use for like Wii games, but it's got the gyro. The only thing it doesn't have is design, because why? The freaking the touchpad being on the thing is just so weird. Like, it's just like, come on, why does the touchpad gotta be there? It's so big for no reason. The two touchpads on the controller are just so weird. I still need to figure out how to consistently get my Switch controller to connect to my PC. It shows up on Bluetooth and wired. It disconnects often, which it doesn't do on the actual Switch. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know. I would just like configure it on Steam. Make sure that you have Switch controller support actually enabled, if you're running it on Steam anyway, and then stuff like that. You could also use something like DS4 Windows, which is it supports, you know, the Switch Pro controller. But I don't know. I'm not too sure. You'll also maybe uninstall and reinstall the driver. Maybe that might actually help too. I don't know. Getting controllers to work on PC can be such a bitch sometimes. Do other controllers have analog buttons? The only controller I remember having that is games you never have anything else. Well, yeah. Well, specifically like the triggers. Like the triggers, like for instance, if you're playing a driving game, you know how like if you slightly push the analog, or not the analog, if you press the trigger slightly, it's like pressing like a gas pedal. It won't, like, your car won't accelerate as much. But if you press it all the way down, it like actually, if you press it all the way down, it goes faster. It's like you're trying to give the car like full gas or something like that. It's kind of like that. That's what I mean by analog triggers. It's not it's not all the buttons specifically. It's more so just the triggers. In fact, I don't really understand why not everything is analog anymore. I mean, not like, yeah, nowadays, because like what? Also, seriously, an asymmetrical controller. Like, I like to play a lot of 2D games, right? I would not want to play a 2D game. I can kind of play a 2D game with the D-pad on the Switch controller, but like, my God, it's just not the same. I can't believe Nintendo would be the ones that doesn't have like a good. This freaking bird's about to fucking die. All right. But you think, why would Nintendo be the ones with like the bad D-pad? It's not bad. Like this D-pad's pretty okay, but the placement, dude. Like why? Every time I think of asymmetrical controllers, I just think of Xbox. I just have a huge problem with that. I do notice one thing I will say is that I have been streaming more, you know, and that was my goal anyway. When I got this PC, I wanted to stream more, as much as I could, and stuff like that. Make it like a real constant thing. These rings are not spinning in sync, and it bothers me. But it's just this lack of consistency infuriates me. I assume analog triggers are more expensive or take up more space, thus making it harder to fit gyro and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what that was. Well, yeah, that's true. But like at the same time, that's kind of like standard, and especially like if you're paying like $70 for like a controller. Every other controller has that, but Nintendo doesn't have that. And so if I'm paying basically the same amount, if not more, for your controller, what am I paying for? Again, I just like, you know, on controllers, because I can understand like them trying to like cut back on that if they would have the price go down. Like, oh, this controller doesn't have analog or gyro features. Well, now instead of $70, it's now going to be about like, I don't know, $40 or $50. But they don't really care what the freak happens to these monsters, man. They just freaking go into the stratosphere at like 1,000,000 miles per hour with the freak. But yeah, I just don't get it. You do go through Steam? Yeah, I have no idea what the problem could honestly be, unfortunately, then. Again, you would have to try to like reinstall your drivers, maybe. It's actually kind of weird that it happens with your wired connection as well. I think that's what I read. But yeah, reinstall your drivers. Maybe try DS4 Windows. Stuff like that. Maybe see how good your Bluetooth connection is, because maybe it is actually the Bluetooth that is installed on your computer is just not good with or compatible with the Switch controller. But then again, since it also happens wired, I also just realized that, so blah, I don't know. You also might be able to find the individual drivers online somewhere if like you can look for it. Like just look up like Nintendo Switch Pro controller drivers, something like that. But be cautious about that. Do not download random files that you do not know of on the internet, but that everybody knows that. Ooh, hey Twitch chat. Guess what time it is? It's time for what the freak? Never mind. No, definitely never mind. Sometimes I wonder, like, if I should just stream exclusively on Twitch. But I don't know. I don't know sometimes. Sometimes I think it would be good just because I wouldn't have to worry about some of the YouTube stuff I worry about, but Twitch is also very oversaturated, but also YouTube is too. And then sometimes I just don't give as much views on Twitch. I don't know. Streaming on both platforms at the same time does give me like an indicator on like what I should be doing. So maybe in the future I'll be like, okay, well, If more people are more tuning in to Twitch, I'll go to Twitch. If people go more to YouTube, then I'll just go to YouTube. It used to be more people were on Twitch, I think. Wait. Back in the day, I used to, oh wait, I forgot all about these freaking stupid orbs. I think back in the day, when I was like, the first things I was streaming was like Outlast. No one really came to those streams, but that was, I think those were exclusively on YouTube. Then when I did YouTube, no, when I did, what do I call those streams? My Kingdom Hearts streams, I think those were exclusively on YouTube too. And then somewhere along that line, I just started streaming on Twitch exclusively. I don't know. I don't understand my timeline. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank God, invincibility frames. Whoa. 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 Why do I keep getting so close to death? I wish this animation was quicker. My God. It's cool until you see it like 2,000 times. Then you just start palm attacking everything. Why does he get so mad, bro? And it's actually not the actual reason, but at least for Nintendo, I sometimes think of people that go Nintendo get with the times, then they start charging for online instead of making the online better. Yeah. Nintendo, get with the times. Now they start charging $70 per game. Nintendo, please get with the times. Okay, we're gonna start we're gonna get rid of Miiverse. And then we're gonna like charge for online. Nintendo, get with the times. Okay, well now we're gonna make you, I don't know. There's just so many things that could actually come with, yeah. I remember the Twitch stream era around the build up to Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably around when I showed up. Yeah. I remember around that time, me and my friend Kanish were streaming. I know for a fact that Kanish used to stream on Twitch. But I don't know what I streamed on. I want to say I just streamed on YouTube. But I could be wrong. Man, I miss those times. I would love to play something like Ace Attorney again. Or Danganronpa with them again. But that's not going to happen for the foreseeable future. In fact, guys, I might be announcing yet another Danganronpa stream. Whoa! Some of you guys might be saying, I don't know. Actually, I'm still not sure yet how I'm gonna do this. But I need to record footage for my Danganronpa review. And my Danganronpa review, I need footage for. I don't know how I just said the same thing twice. So I was thinking of just doing the streams again with Danganronpa, just so I could get the footage and so that I could say I streamed. See, because I keep procrastinating on it, I might as well. It looks like that bike still runs. Press the triangle button to get on. Oh shit. But yeah, I really want this freaking review to go away from my psyche now. It's just so hard to review Danganronpa 1. I don't know what to say. Like, I've reviewed other games in the past, surprisingly. But like, I even freaking reviewed Sonic, Cammy the Danganronpa Cam. Oh, isn't that what everyone knows me for? It's always Sonic, Danganronpa, or Shantae. I swear to freak. And some other thing that I can't think of right now. But like, it's always those three things. But, God, what's up with these controls? It's so freaking slippery. It's just so hard to review Danganronpa, though. Because Danganronpa is a story-based, it's a visual novel game. And one thing I really didn't want to do for my review is I didn't want to, like, make a review where I just... basically just went through the game bit for bit, like some of these other people online, where they're just like, hey guys, so this is my review for XYZ the game. I'm gonna show you guys a complete plot synopsis now that will sum up my thoughts. Unfortunately, I actually might be going with that direction for the game, because Danganronpa is one of those games where it's best to explain my stance on things if you go through it with me. Like, I thought, like, maybe I should just go through the first chapter, and then that will have me, like, just explaining, like, it beat for beat, and then the next, after that, it will be like, I'll just explain it for, I won't explain the story beat for beat or anymore. I did that, and then chapter 2 came along, and then it showed me, oh man, but I gotta do this again. Now I actually did rough drafts for Danganronpa the review, and I actually did review chapters 1 and chapter 2. And what I did is that I explained chapter 1 in more detail, and with Danganronpa, and with chapter 2, I explained what the significant parts, more so than go into the chapter beat for beat and stuff. Just trying to summarize my thoughts. So for instance, the summarization, or there was the segment for chapter 1 was like 29 minutes or something, and then I think the for chapter 2 it was like 14. But obviously, do the math, the rest of the game is long. But maybe Danganronpa just does deserve it. Like, maybe Danganronpa deserves a review that's like an hour and so long, because it's Danganronpa and I love it so freaking much. I'm about to die, I think. Unless I can, like, shimmy my way up or something. Oh, that's right. I forgot I can wall jump. Never mind. I would say Kingdom Hearts would be number 4 thing you are known for. Kingdom Hearts. What, really? You know what? Yeah. Some of my most popular streams were Kingdom Hearts, so you're right. God, if I could talk about Kingdom Hearts right now. I was actually thinking about doing like a Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary kind of video. Because that game, Kingdom Hearts 2 just became 20. And that's like one of my favorite video games of all time, right up there with Danganronpa 2 and Sonic Rush Adventures, so. Just want to do like a small commemoration or whatever. But yeah, it's hard doing a review for Danganronpa 1, because then I have like the ideas of me wanting to go through that game a certain way, and then I want to do it another way. Like right now, what I'm thinking of is I might actually have to continue going through that game beat for beat. I already wrote chapters 1 and 2. I'm actually, that's another thing. I'm actually terrible at writing scripts. I am so terrible. I procrastinate. I'm not good at writing scripts. I am more suited when I have just notes jotted down in front of me. And I just talk from my noggin to boggin. And it's a lot better that way. The problem with Danganronpa, though, is it's a story-based game. So if I just talk about things from my head, I might get things wrong. Sorry. So, I don't know. That was so stupid looking. I just freaking kept sweep kicking. And you. Look at that slowdown. Ooh, it's so crunchy. But yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, it's better for me to like just talk from my noggin toboggan rather than to read something. It's really hard for me to read from something. Because I was actually just working on the video, the cam station video where I talk about like my PC and like its benchmarks and my journey to actually build the PC. And I'm over here sitting, and one of the things that sticks out to me the most is how much I like a video just from how much I watch it. And what I notice is I love my videos when I watch them like I'm like my own viewer or whatever. And what I noticed is, oh man, this video is really good because I just watched 40 minutes of it and it was really hard for me to stop watching it. You know? That's where I personally like my videos to go, like when I get good at making them to the point where I'm just like, yeah, this is the type of stuff I like to watch. And I'm addicted to watching myself, even though it sounds pretentious. That's just how I like it. So I can do it. And the thing about that video is that video is being done without script. Do you know how long that video is? It's like an hour and 20 minutes or so far. I have to do like the benchmark test right now for the PC, and I gotta put that in there. But after that, the video will be kind of done. Because then I'll like have the summarization and resolution and thoughts and all that stuff. But it is it's a long video, but most of it was just me talking from my noggin to noggin. But that was a different story. Pun not intended, actually. Like it's a game. It's a freaking. It's the case of a game where I don't have to talk about the story. One of the things I really like doing when I play video games is I like to talk about like my experiences and how I like to, you know, approach and look at a game or whatever. And when it comes to Sonic, I mean not Sonic, when it comes to, well, really basically everything else, I can write notes about how I feel about stuff in like 30 minutes or less. Like, I have been recently playing like Steam games and for some reason just writing reviews for them. So if you're in my Discord chat, that's where those come from, where I'm just like randomly reviewing like Victory Heat Rally or like Sueda Regalia or Half-Life or something. That's where those come from. Like right after I play the game, I just start talking and yapping. Those I can write in like 30 minutes or less or more or just a little bit more, like give or take a couple of cents or whatever, right? Those are really fun to do because I just realized I have infinite airtime. Well, I don't have infinite airtime. He actually still glides down, but whatever. I don't know, but when it comes to like an actual script, it takes me forever to write them because I will procrastinate it like crazy. This is what true ADHD looks like, okay? I'm just saying, all the people who say they have ADHD, I don't know, man. Because I'm over here barely able to write a script when I really don't want to write the script. And again, dopamine is really low. Okay, that's a hallmark of ADHD. So if I'm not getting anything out of doing a script, what do you think my dopamine looks like? What does yours look like versus mine? Since you have ADHD. I'm sorry. Let me stop from this conversation. I'm just saying, it's hard for me to write scripts. But it's really easy for me to write notes. But Danganronpa, is like different. Ugh. Actually, commenting on that, when I first played Danganronpa actually for the first time, what I used to do after like literally every single session with my friend, we used to get into like, we were still like, I used to play Danganronpa and I would like stream it to them through like Discord. And every single session, after every single session, I would, you know, comment and talk about the events in the chapter or the session or whatever. Like if it was a review or something like that. And it sticks out to me because I'm just like, man, what if I just did that for the review? Like every single chapter, I just, you know, I'm just writing down a couple little notes while I'm actually writing it, while I'm actually playing it. I comment on it, and then at the end of the chapter, I reflect on my thoughts, and then I just go through it base by base. That's probably the reason, probably the way that I'm gonna have to do Danganronpa. But still, at this point in time, it's hard for me to try to go through the game beat for beat. But I think I'm just gonna have to sit down and just deal with it, because that's the best way that I can talk about Danganronpa. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kind of do almost what other people are doing. Like I said, I do not like doing that. I really do not want to go through a game beat for beat and make like a freaking 3-hour video about how, I don't know, freaking Danganronpa was actually a bad game all along, or some stupid crap like that. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. Obviously, Danganronpa 1, the review is not going to be more than like an hour or so long. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm not over here going to try to make like a 10-hour video just for the sake of ad revenue or just to get you guys to watch. No, this is my vision. This is my art. This is not something that I'm artificially lengthening or whatever. Those videos are the rage. They get lots of views. They get lots of money or whatever. I am not doing that. These are videos about my experiences with games and movies and whatever I feel like talking about on KamPlays. And I will be damned if I have to, if I will resort to doing stuff like that. So, no, I'm not doing that. I will say that, unfortunately, just for the sake of Danganronpa, I'm going to have to go through the story in a certain way, just so you guys can understand my perspective on things. Like, I'm going to have to describe, oh, okay, so basically, Makoto Nagi is a average high school student who goes to this place called Close Peak Academy. And then da-da-da-da-da happens. You know? And what I think about this game is A, X, Y, Z, and all the above and all the other stuff. That's just how it's going to have to be. Because, like, when I think about it, like, thinking about, like, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, right? Sure, I could talk about the book series in of itself and how awesome it was for my childhood and stuff like that, and how it still holds up amazingly today. But going through it, not beat for beat, but in a way that kind of like illustrates the growth and the journey, and also reflecting on my own experiences, doesn't sound as bad. Like that might be the way that it has to go, you know? I don't know. I guess this is just kind of the thing that you have to deal with when you're trying to talk about like a story or whatever. Maybe. I guess since it's mostly story based, maybe some show or movie reviews might give you some inspiration. Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking about, because, you know, one of my main inspirations was Some Call Me Johnny, right? Obviously. Some people really think I really do sound like him, which is crazy. Some Call Me Johnny, he's done two or so movie reviews or whatever. The thing, and like, of course, I've watched, like, you know, James Rolfe do movie reviews. I've watched Nostalgia Critic. I've watched these people, and when it comes to those types of reviews, they go through the movies beat for beat. Not all of the way, of course, because there would be just a 2-hour-long video for a 2-hour-long video, a 2-hour-long movie that they're reviewing. I'm just gonna skip. Actually, you can actually just skip the section, by the way. But they do that. So maybe that is just the nature of the game. I think with Danganronpa, it's really fun to kind of do it maybe though, because with Danganronpa, I can just go chapter by chapter and think about it like that, not think of it as I gotta review this entire freaking game, because again, that my ADHD mind cringes at the thought. I forgot how to get this thing open, honestly. I think you have to touch the gate. Sometimes it like opens on its own. Or I think if you explode that, then it opens. I don't understand it. I don't understand that.
I'm starting to feel his presence.
I get my writing ability comes in bursts that shows up about once a year. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I actually was writing a fan fiction I still have not actually completed, and it's so in the late. I've been writing it since like 2020, and I need to like just finish it just to get it out of my head. It's nothing crazy anyway. It's just like a little San Mina story. It's called Musical Wind. Look it up on fanfiction or whatever. I actually really don't mind. I might just post it on DeviantArt, but I don't know how good. I think DeviantArt's going in the bin now. I still post like my art and stuff on DeviantArt, but man, there is it's not doing pretty good. But a lot of people nowadays like to like post on like Blue Sky or Twitter, and while I like Blue Sky a lot, actually, not really Twitter, but it's another way to get promoted. Twitter. I don't like Twitter because like if I'm posting art on Twitter and then like it gets buried under all the other art that I've done, what if the person that wants to watch me, they just want to see like my Sonic stuff or my original fan art stuff or my original stuff with like Globally Hostile and stuff, you know? They don't want to see my reaction replies. I go with that. I see that a lot. Where like people like they just they be posting reactions to like comments or something on Twitter. And that's all you see in like their feed when you look through like their media tab on their Twitter account. It's just like, oh my god, dude, I just want to get to the art. So at this point, you know, I don't know about Twitter. I hope other things happen. Actually prosper. Maybe Blue Sky can really be the new art thing if they have like a folder kind of thing, because that's the thing that I really liked about DeviantArt, the fact that you can actually, you know, save to like folders and stuff. That was nice. Also, speaking of writing, I actually really like the comic series that I'm kind of in development of right now, which is Globally Hostile, which is my series that is still literally finding its footing. I decided to say one night, literally, I want to make a comic, and I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of being the type of person that says, I want to make a comic and never make a comic. And so I just made a comic. I was actually thinking about working on another page tonight. At first, I posted like, I think 4 pages in the first day because I was like kind of addicted to it. But it was nothing crazy. Like at first, the series is just kind of like very sketchy. I think I've been kind of getting a little bit more ambitious with the pages as time has gone on, though. And I find myself actually taking more time with the art in the comic. And the reason for that being is just because the comic is not just the comic. It's also a way for me to learn, to get more consistent with my art. To do something that I'm not really comfortable with. Just to say that I did it. To, you know, put out a piece of my art out there and call it my own. All that stuff. again, and a big part of it was like, you know, a lot of people say, I want to make a comic and I want to make a new world and all this stuff. Motherfucker, I'm doing it myself without a whole bunch of that whole expertise. It's not even like some of my best drawings, but I just wanted to like tell a story. You know? If I'm inspired by anyone, I think it's One. I think that's his name. I think that's his mangaka name. The mangaka for One Punch Man, where he basically literally just made a story, the web comic, like the original web comic that One Punch Man is based off of. Yeah, he made that with some pretty not that good art, but his vision was there. And I appreciate that, and that honestly kind of inspired me to make my own comics. Because my thing is that as much as I like to draw characters and stuff like that, I do not like to draw backgrounds and certain poses. This comic is a testament to make me just do that. And not gonna lie, I've been reading more Spider-Man comics, some more Marvel comics, of course, because I'm more into Marvel now and I love it. It's inspired me more, especially the artists from like Spider-Man Reign. I think they're probably my favorite Spider-Man artists. I can't think of their name right now. Spider-Man Reign 2, to be more specific.
Let's charge ahead.
I love their art, honestly. It's great. But and whether I become like a writer or an artist or a comic book maker or whatever remains to be seen. I'm just making stuff that just appeals to me. That's also another thing. I wanted to make a story that I wanted to look at. That I was tired, like as I keep looking at stories nowadays, I keep thinking to myself, man, this person did this one stupid thing. Why didn't they do this? Why did they choose to do that? What is up with this? And everybody, and you know, people like to complain about and stuff like that online and stuff. And I get it. At the same time, okay, well, let's see you do it better. Or what would you have changed if you had the reins of control? And honestly, the idea for this stream, not the stream, but the comics, is to illustrate that I can do that. I can look and say those things and be like, hey, I made a comic and I got the trills to do whatever I freaking I wanted to do with it, so I don't freaking care. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, let's see what else I should do. Actually, I don't think I did some level with Rouge, I think. Yeah, Tropical Jungle. Cool level.
It looks like you need.
It sucks that DeviantArt is going down because I don't want to use social media, man. Yeah, freaking DeviantArt is so freaking convenient, dude. Like, I really liked just looking at people's art back in the day and just leaving comments and all that stuff. Social media has gone down like the drain. Especially with a lot of bots. Like, it's so weird. Like, you know, you hear all these older people talking about this stuff, and they're just like, oh, yeah, all this AI and all this other stuff, it's going to ruin the internet. And I'm just like, all right, calm down, Gramps. But I've been looking at it. Not any real insult to them. I'm just saying. But, like, I've been looking, and I'm just saying to myself, oh, my God, there's, like, so many, like, botted replies. Sorry. And engagement farming and all that stuff. It's not even like the toxic stuff. Like, I could avoid that, but there's so many bots online, dude, and so much AI. I love folders and playlists for the likes. Any YouTuber that makes good playlists is automatically get you a point. I hope I get a point because I group everything in my playlist.
To find 3 keys to move on. Leave it to me.
In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I had a great playlist awakening where I basically was unprivating and privating certain video, or not privating. I was unlisting and unlisting and publicizing videos and I was organizing things. So like any stream, like I know I said before, like all my streams will not be going live anymore on this channel. This is a good level. But the old streams, you can still find that in the channel. You can still find my old Let's Plays. You can still find my old Kingdom Hearts Critical Mode playthroughs that I completely stopped and failed at because it seemed like nobody cared about them. You can find my update videos. You can find my cam dives, my series where I just look at, I react to stuff. I look at certain topics and stuff like that. You know, I'm just like the cam dive into the series. You can look at all my discussion videos, which is the Cam Jibber Jabber series. You can look at my reviews, which is my Cam Exam series. Everything has to have my name in it, by the way. And I recently did that because I really don't understand myself, like why YouTubers don't do that. Especially if you have good content. But from the ones that I've seen, you guys do pretty good at this. Also, what is this Sonic PO6? This is the worst game of all time. What is she even on right now? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't really care about that. If anybody really cared about that genuinely, I don't know what the frick is wrong with you. Oh, here we go again. I'm getting energy from freaking streaming right now, unfortunately. I'm getting freaking energy from talking to you guys, man. Okay, that was just dumb. I don't know why I did that. Spider-Man Reign 2 was drawn by Kare Andrews. And they are one of my favorite Spider-Man artists ever. You know, it's actually really interesting to know that my favorite Sonic artist, or one of them, I would say, Steven Butler. He did a lot of the Archie Sonic stuff. He did some of the best looking Archie Sonic issues. I will say right now, like, I loved his Sonic. He also he made Sonic look more athletic. I like the detail that he put in there. But he also had like a nice, like cartoonish anime art style. And I love that stuff. But he also drew for Spider-Man. I don't know exactly what issues he did or what stories he did. What was that? I don't know what issues or whatever he did, but he did some. And it's very interesting. So does Kare Andrews do Sonic stuff? Probably not, but I'm just thinking, man. Man can dream. I don't know if Kare Andrews is known that much in the community. I don't know. I'll tell you right now, it doesn't seem like a lot of people care about Spider-Man Reign 2. I mean, people think it's depressing. But when I looked up, like, information on, like, certain characters like Kitty Cat, which is, like, ironically what I won't actually spoil it for people. Nah, whatever. Actually, should I spoil it? Because, see, the thing is that the comic came out last year. It was like a 5-issue series. It was a sequel to the first one, which apparently came out years ago. Okay, what the freak? Okay, spoiler alert, frigate. Spider-Man Reign 2, there's a character called Kitty Cat, which I initially thought was like the daughter of like Black Cat, but it's not the Black Cat daughter. Apparently, she's freaking Miles Morales' daughter. And Gwen Stacy, wait, I think it's Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales' daughter. Like, the only reason why she is like Black Cat and she's named Kitty Cat is because during the bad things that happen in that comic, she's trained by Felicia. You know, it's great that I know enough Marvel lore to actually say those words and actually understand what the freak I'm talking about. But like, okay, what in the frig is going on here? This is like the hardest level in Sonic history, apparently, to me right now. What is happening? But yeah, I was looking up stuff about that, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot from wikis. You know, shout out to you guys who, you know, make wikis for certain things. Otherwise, I'll just like look it up myself and I'll find out just the right amount of information, the right amount of information. But wikis are really convenient. I really like you guys who make those things. Those are amazing. Learn a lot from those. But surprisingly, on the Marvel Wiki, there's not a lot about Kitty Cat. Or a lot of stuff from Spider-Man Reign 2. In fact, in terms of them describing what Peter Parker from that Earth is like, they stop with an exposition on Spider-Man Reign 2 and don't go any further on what he did in that chapter. You know, it just bothers me, man. I love Spider-Man Reign. I know it seems like it's super depressing, but also with the way that Spider-Man Marvel Zombies ends, I think the series ends on a good note. I mean, Marvel Zombies admittedly is a little bit more dire, like a little bit more like depressing when you really stop and think about it, because like the events of Marvel Zombies across Earth 2192, I forgot. Oh man, 2195 and 91126. That's where the Marvels. That's the Marvel universe. Those are the universes where I care about Marvel Zombies, basically. And the way that ends is like it ends in like a time loop, which is very depressing, because Spider-Man, even though he also was a very, you know, crazy zombie, he does what Spider-Man does eventually, and did the right thing in the end. But then again, like I said, everything was caught in like a time loop at the end. So all that stuff was null, because it's gonna keep happening forever and ever and ever, unless they come out for some random retcon or something. I don't know. I think all that stuff ended like last year or something. Or was that 2011? I don't know. I know that key's over there, but where's the other one? That's not the first time we see a possible future where Gwen and Miles had kids. You know, honestly, before freaking freaking Spider-Verse, I honestly thought that Marvel just pulled that out of their butts and just decided to say, hey, what if Gwen Stacy wasn't with Peter, but actually with freaking Miles? Let's spice it up, guys. It's so great. And I've never really cared for that shit, honestly. But interesting. I was a wiki fiend for a few years ago, but Wiki had changed into the fandom wiki and made all wikis that use it really slow and full of ads. Man, I you know what's bad? I know exactly what you're talking about, but I also don't, because it's been so long ago since that's been like a thing. I didn't even know that was actually the change. My God, what is wrong with me? Guys, I'm never beating this stage. Oh, dang. Why do they play that creepy music? I'm too locked in on this Spider-Man conversation right now. But yeah, I remember also a time where wikios were filled with ads. I still wonder if I can still find that wikio with my fan character, Cameron the Hedgehog, and with my then friends also OCs at the time too. If I found that, I probably only would show my OC, just because Cameron the Hedgehog, my God. To be real, I don't even know if I was really impressed with the name back then myself, but like, I mean, it's just me as a hedgehog. Of course, I was a black hedgehog because I'm black. But again, like, I don't know about myself now. Like, if I had to actually give myself like my own Sonic fan character design, I don't know where I would even start, because I will, every time I think about a Sonic fan character, I only think of Sonic. There's a certain charm with Sonic. And personally, like, he's blue, which is my favorite color. He's got long spikes. He's got the gold buckle on his shoe. I've always loved the gold buckle. Just me. Just saying. And I just like Sonic's design enough to say, hey, if I had to have a design, it'd be just Sonic. I mean, maybe I could probably incorporate some of my own design changes with Sonic. Like, sometimes I like giving him like more quills or a longer body and stuff like that. But I don't know, because I couldn't just give him bangs and just call it a day. I don't know. That's just another thing. No, the original Marvel Zombies with the time loop happened years ago. I haven't looked at the newer stuff to say if they're connected or not. I don't think they are. As far as I know, as far as the wiki and me are concerned, they're not. I accidentally looked at one of them called like Marvel Zombies Decay, and it had Groot on the cover getting swarmed by zombies, and I honestly, like, my butt puckered a little bit, because I was like, why is my boy Groot getting swarmed by zombies? You better not become a zombie, dude. And it wasn't like the bad version of zombies, though. He didn't even become a zombie in that story. Completely unrelated to the zombies that creeped me out, but like, that Groot was like, those zombies were just like, whatever, we're infected for a little bit. We're not really eating people or anything like that. We're just kind of mindless creatures for a little bit that are gonna try to like kill you or something. Those are probably the lamest I swear to freak, if I can't find this next one because of this emerald thing from like Sonic Adventure 2, where I can't locate the next emerald unless I find this one, I'm going to kill someone. I'm going to kill someone. Nah, I'm actually going to kill someone if this happens. Damn, I just pushed the frick out that box. Okay, I'll accept this because I was barely over here. Like, at all. I kept forgetting to like just go to the outskirts. I'm still waiting for Rouge to say, only 2 more. Like how she said in Sonic Adventure 2. I got a couple Sonic fan characters. Haven't done too much with them since then. Since again, writing shows up once a year. Yeah. It's hard. I mean, but sometimes I guess like you just have to just start saying, hey, whatever, let me just start on something. And then maybe you might not get that far, but at least you tried. That's at least what I'm trying with my comic. I really wish that when Rouge flew, she like freaking used her wings when she was at top speed. Like every other character, they use like their extra appendage for that stuff. Like Cream will start flying, or Tails will use his tails. Silver will start flying, but Rouge for some reason doesn't start flying. Apparently she's fast enough on the ground. Even in freaking Sonic Dream Team, she doesn't do that. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, see, I got more gold medals with Shadow than I did with Sonic or Silver. For some reason. You know what I should have probably did, guys? I should have told you guys to like the stream and stuff like that. Maybe that would have made the stream better. I forgot that I used to tell people to do that and stuff. Oh boy, I don't know. Well, I think that's pretty much gonna be it because, I mean, I played the entire game. I don't really have anything else to do. I think tomorrow I'll probably come back again and try to beat Sonic Unleashed as fast as I can. No promises though. I will have either the Miku or Teto mod. And you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, you probably do, but you'll know when I get there, whatever. But I guess next stream we'll just see how more successful it is and stuff like that. Because it was kind of like a quiet day today, but you know, the idea sometimes even when it's quiet is to keep going when no one sees you. You know, you gotta really ask yourself sometimes, like, what would you do if no one around you saw what you were doing? You know? But I do appreciate you guys for being in the stream today. This has been a great stream. Very talkative. I've gotten a lot more energy than I had when I was not streaming today. But and I can't think, you know, the stream is enough for that, you know? But yeah, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys really did enjoy your time today. Being here was awesome. Next time we'll probably stream Sonic Unleashed. Maybe we'll stream something else. Also, thank you again for the follow, Martin Thomas Brown 2000. Appreciate that. No, I thank you guys for being in chat and all that other stuff. But with that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching. If you guys have a great night, what am I saying? If you guys like this, like it. If you guys subscribe, want to see more, subscribe, follow, and all that stuff. But all my social medias will be in the description down below. With that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching. Have a good night or day when you're watching this. And as always, Johnny.